Hey, Lady D. I'm gonna try to hit you with one more live before I head out. But there are some technical difficulties. I've tried to go live a couple of times and it keeps kicking me out for some reason. However, I wanted to just chime in. I had a thought I was discussing with someone regarding how to get over being hurt. They're going through a very tough time, being in love, being with someone who totally took advantage of their heart during the process. And what you have got to do is you have got to make sure that you're investing, just like you invest in anything, that you're investing in someone that is worth the investment. So that takes a minute. You can't just, when somebody is rushing, trying to rush, and get you to be involved with them on a very serious level real fast, usually it's something going on with that. Okay. It takes a minute to see if the connection is there. It takes a minute. I was watching something, I think it was on Netflix called, uh, oh goodness, I forgot the name of it, you guys. It was on top of my tongue. But anyway, it was about, meeting someone online and talking to them for a while, chatting, emailing, talking on the phone. And, you do it for 6 months or a year or whatever. And then they come together in this little cabin and they have to stay for a week with each other without any technical disturbances, no laptops, no phones, no nothing. And it was really a trip. It was really a trip because it made me really think about, God, I wish I could remember that name of that show. Um, mm, mm, mm. It'll come to me. But anyway, it was very interesting. So, even though you connect with a person emotionally, you may connect in a way that you talk, you text, you do this, that. Once you come together and it has to be totally the focus into you and that person, it becomes a little bit more challenging because you have to get creative in connecting and getting to know, and then you realize if you even have this so-called connection in the first place, right? And most is looking for love. You're looking for a connection. You're looking for someone. And sometimes, hey Dexter, how are you? I tried to go live. This is the third time, and the dang on thing was kicking me out. But I'm relentless. So I kept on trying one more time because I needed to say hi to y'all. Y'all my little fuel to help me keep going too. But back to the topic, you first of all, when you get hurt by someone in a relationship prior, you need to give yourself time. You need to give yourself time to woosah, to air out, to chill, to reflect, to grow, to make sure that you don't take the baggage and dump it into something moving forward. And some just get so caught up in wanting to have this relationship status that they'll just dive on in. Why? Everybody else is doing it. Everybody else I know is in a relationship. Everybody I know is married. Everybody I know got a few kids. Everybody I know, so they want to get on the everybody I know wagon. And if it's not your time, it's not your time. And if you see that you still need to some development with the person that you are into and in the moment, give it time to develop. But how do you get over being hurt by someone else? Some people carry a bitter seed, they carry a bitter weight on their back in regards to that last relationship. So they bring it to the next. They don't trust, they don't open up. Some of them come in with a vengeance of wanting to hurt somebody because they've been hurt. And that's because you have not let go and grown and developed from where you've come from. What did you get out of that? What did you learn? You know, um, what is it that you need to develop within yourself? Period. Because any breakup or relationship, period, takes two people. It takes two. It's not just one, it takes two. So whether you did something in a domino effect way or you did something, the first one to do something that caused the problem, you cheated, you gambled the money away, you know whatever. It's all kinds of stuff people do. Communication is not good. You've disconnected. You're not growing together as a couple. There's all kinds of reasons why people fall apart. like you could just be extremely bored. Okay. So um it is it is totally necessary for you to take your time to unpack. And that goes for men and women. I can speak for women right now. We're so emotional. We are nurturers. We're so loving. We want our families. We want our togetherness. We want our relationship. We want. We give and we give and we give, most women. And so when we see or feel that we kind of halfway have that, sometimes we'll work with the halfway. We'll work with it in hopes that it will develop. And we may be still carrying baggage from the last little situation that hurt our heart and our souls, and we jump right into something, and it's too quick. I went through a phase in my life years ago where I was just a domino effect, from one thing to another, from one thing to another. And I always felt like the thing I was going to was always going to be greater than the one I left, but I there we go, going in and out again. So I hope you guys are still with me, but I didn't have a chance to unpack. Good, you're doing good, Dexter. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. Keep that positive attitude. Um, I didn't have a chance to get out of that mindset, heart, spirit, soul, and I brought it into the next. And I brought issues into the next, and I brought not trusting into the next. And you have got to give yourself time, you guys. So take it from somebody that know. Okay, I know now. I know. I know now. So yeah, so being hurt, get over it, heal from it. Sit back, take it in, and see what you can get out of it that's going to help you develop moving forward in a positive way. you know if you have to make a list of the positive things you got out of it, make a list of the negative things you got out of it, make a list of the things that you could have done differently, could do better, and then take that mindset to your next encounter. Because 9 times out of 10, you're going to get involved with someone else. You're going to get in another relationship. Some of you going to get married again. Some of you may have another kid, whatever it is, but you have got to unleash the beast. You got to unpack. You can't carry those heavy weights. And when you get someone who is willing to open up and be a part of your world in a positive way and love you and open up to you, take that as a blessing and work with it. Okay. Don't run from it. If you don't feel as though you're ready to fall in that way with that person, then let it be known and let them go. Let them free up to get with someone or something that's going to appreciate them in that way. And that's something to really, really hold on to. Sometimes we could be um terribly selfish and just we want what we want, right? We want it, and so we don't want nobody else to have it, but we want it, but we don't want it, and so we hold on to it. And we know already that this may not be what we need for growth and our opportunity to be in a very positive relationship, but we hold on to it for selfish reasons. And that's all bad. That's all bad. If you are hurting, and you have got to unpack that before you move forward. Don't bring that garbage into the next. Don't have your next love interest suffer because of something that you have went through with your past relationship. And by no means compare. Some will blurt out, well, you acting just like my ex. You doing the same thing my ex did. You doing this, you ain't doing that. You saying this, you ain't saying that. Psh, you remind me so much of them. I can't stand you. Please don't do that. You setting yourself up to fail for that. Don't do that. That you can't take that back. Once you put that out and you do the X comparison thing, you can't take it back. Okay. So you need to get over that pain, forgive that ex. Now, one of the hardest things to do is to forgive someone that has hurt you, because most of the time it's like, forgive, woo, man, they can get hit by a truck tomorrow. I don't care. I probably want to be the truck, that kind of thing. But let that go. Let that go. Everybody think and get in one because of that. Yeah, each person is, yeah, that's right. Dexter, you're absolutely right. We have got to look at the differences in people, and what you went through with that last person is not going to be something you're going to go through with this next person. It probably there's no kind of comparison, right? But you have got to unleash, and you have to forgive. You have to forgive that last relationship, that last hurt, that last pain, and let it go. Let it go. You can't rewind the clock. You can't redo it. You can't keep blaming them and then come into something new and want to blame them, and they ain't even did nothing. It's like, what? I don't even know what you're talking about. Why you don't trust me? I ain't never gave you no reason to not to trust me, because I just don't trust you. Why you don't trust me? What have I done? I haven't done anything to give you that. Why you don't trust me? Because I just don't trust you. It's something, but it ain't really nothing about them or what they're doing. It's that monkey you still got on your back because you didn't trust your ex, and because of what your ex did to you, now you want to bring that garbage to your next possibility of probably a lifetime of happiness and warmth and love. Okay? So you're not ready. You're not ready. You have to get over it. You have to start, number one, self-identifying. What is it that I brought to the table that I didn't need to bring to the table? Or what is it that I should have brought to the table? All right. What is it that I need help with in helping me? Excuse me for the call, you guys. What is it that I need help with in helping me to develop and be a better person, be a better partner, be a better lover, be understanding? What's going on with my communication? Am I a communicator or am I not? Am I one to just push things to the side and hope that they just unravel on their own? And maybe we move on for a week and they'll be then forgot about that issue and I ain't got to worry about it. No, that's not a good way to handle it. But start self-identifying some of the things to help you get over that hurt. Was that person 100% wrong? Was that person 100% terrible? Because I'm willing to bet that if they were 100% terrible, you wouldn't have never got with them in the first place, right? You wouldn't have never got with them in the first place. So, you know, you got with that person because there was some good positive things about them that had you want to take that step, that wanted you to invest, that had you fall in love with them. But something happened along the way. Something happened along the way. Perhaps them putting best foot forward, they didn't totally do that. You didn't put your best foot forward all the time, and you guys just kind of separated from the two. But I'm willing to bet both of you had something to do with it, whether it was a domino effect because the other person did. Because just because one person is acting a nut and doing things and acting a certain way don't mean you got to act a nut. You got to do what's best for you. So if that is a debilitating situation that is causing you anxiety and bringing you down in a way that's totally negative, then you decide what's best for you. And sometimes best for you is coming out of that situation or not getting into a new situation so quickly. See, a lot of people want to, women, we're emotional, we're nurturers. We want our own little family and relationship, and we seem to just go from one thing to another too quickly. Women of today are moving a lot more slower than they used to. They have themselves a lot more together. They're not just settling; they're taking their time more so. But you do have there's men that come out of hurtful situations that just want to be a player for a while. They just want to be out here and do their thing. They don't want to get involved with anyone serious, and they don't. They got a few. They don't, but they still holding the monkey on their back. They still holding the pain. We all want to be somebody. People want to clap. People want to get together emotionally. People want to spend adult quality time. We want to get involved with someone, on a regular basis. So we dive in. But if you have been hurt, You have to self-identify what has happened. You have got to forgive that person. Now, forgiving that person don't necessarily mean stay with them, because they may have hurt you to the point of no coming back. Perhaps you came home and caught them in the bed with your best friend or something. You don't want them now. Your best friend can have them, right? But you can maybe forgive the act. Forgive the fact that, okay, that happened, but no, I don't want you anymore. I forgive you. I'm moving on. Period. Bye. See ya. Okay. But forgive and do it meaningfully. And that will help you move to the next phase of being able to love somebody again, being able to trust somebody again. Give yourself time. Everybody's different. You can't say it's going to have to take a year. It's going to take 6 months. It's going to take 3 months. Some people, it only takes 60 days. I mean, it only takes them 60 days and boom, bam, they over it. Okay. And some, it takes a whole lot more. It takes months, sometime a year, sometime two. And they just want to date. They don't want anything serious. They usually will, if you're a mature person, you'll be straight up. Let the person know, hey, I just came out of something that was, you know, pretty draining, and I'm taking my time. I like you, I want to get to know you, but I'm taking my time for it's a serious type of situation. So if that's going to be something you can't deal with, I respect that, right? So you have to respect that in a person. You can't, I was speaking with someone who said, well, a person, if you showing interest and you all into them, they should be showing interest and all into you, or you moving on. um just because they're not ready for a permanent commitment does not mean they're not interested in you. People come from situations, and sometimes they need time to get over that. I respect better the fact that you need time to get over something before you get under me or on me. Get over that. Okay, we can be friends, we can kick it, we can go out, whatever. But I don't want to get my heart all in it if you're not in it to win it in that way. Now, if we decide to take this on a friend with benefits type of situation, if that's what they call it nowadays, I think they call it situationship or whatever. But if we both decide that we want to do that, okay, fine. We both decide as two grown folks that that's what we want to do with each other, and we're okay with it, and boom, boom, boom. Okay, right on. That's cool. You see what I'm saying? But otherwise, excuse me, y'all. But otherwise, heck no. Heck no. It's just not going to work when you have not unpacked. Unpack, you guys. That's how you get over being hurt. Unpack, forgive, move on. Start doing things that's positive. Stop. There's some people who break up and they've been pained and wronged, and they still got the pictures all over the house, and they still got all these, they still wear their ring, they still have on their necklace, they still have on their earring. Look, you're trying to separate yourself from that pain. So, and to separate yourself from that pain, you got to let go of some things. You got to let go of them. Put them somewhere. Tuck them in your little keepsake. Do something. Excuse me for the call, you guys. um do something, but take it off. Okay, the pictures, take them down. Every room you go to, you looking at boo boo, and it's like, man, I sure miss them. Oh, next thing you know, you picking up the phone and want to call, hey, you, what you doing? Uh-huh, yeah, I was thinking about you too. you know and it's just crazy. Let it go. Get over it. Get over it. If they hurt you and it's to the point of no return, let it go. Get over it. Forgive them. Move on. So those are some keys for that, you guys. I have to go. This was a short video. I know it's probably been on and off, in and out, because something is going on with the lives. It did allow me to get a lot in. So when I review this, I'm hoping that you guys were able to get something out of this video. I'll be back at you real soon. I want you to have a great rest of the day. And remember, first and utmost, love you. Love you first. And once you love you, all else will follow. Okay? All else will follow in a positive way, and you'll make positive choices. Trust me. Have a great day.